I've said all along that last year we had 3 seniors that returned, and we had 5 total seniors on the team. A couple of guys that were not 4-year players, and there was nothing wrong with those guys, but there were not enough, Indians. And these guys, as juniors, suffered through a 1-9 year, and there was a lot of resolve to turn it around, to have a different kind of experience in their senior year. And you asked one of those guys about taking ownership of the team. Absolutely. I said before, and I'll say again, the best senior leadership I've seen in 10 years is these 9 guys right here. If something is awry, they handle it. If they think that there needs to be more effort, or a soft word, or a hard word, or a pat in the back, or a kick in the back, they're right there. They're a great bunch of guys, and they're all players. So I mean, that helps a lot too. And the thing we've stressed all year, and I think the kids have bought into, and a couple of them said it, not in so many words, is we're not trying to measure ourselves. I mean, in football or any sport, but in football, every week in Ohio, half the teams lose. It's just because it's win or lose. And so, you always measure yourself against your opponent. But in reality, we're trying to get better. Our mantra this week was get better. Yeah, we got to beat Ledgemont, but what we need to do is become a better football team. We had 3 scrimmages this year. Each scrimmage get a little bit better. How do we measure ourselves? Are we better than we were last week? We played a better game against these guys than we played against Pymatuning Valley. It was a 30-6 game, and we played a good second half, and we didn't really play a good first half. Here we played 4 quarters, and our goal was to play 4 quarters, and the kids made it happen. They really kept their nose to the wheel. Talk about an unselfish senior class. Troy Sullivan, you just interviewed him. He's a quarterback. He's a fullback. He played some tight end. He's played defensive end. He's played outside linebacker. He played inside linebacker, and he's played down lineman, defensive tackle. And he did all of those except tight end tonight even. So I mean, he's literally all over the field, and he's willing to do whatever he needs to do to win the game, which is what he said. He's only doing his job, and man, he's doing a great job. But so are all these guys. I thought our line picked it up and blocked very, very well. I'll say this: the Ledgemont team that went to the playoffs the last 2 years had a great line, and I'm sure that all but number 68, the center, all of those guys, I believe, graduated. This was a different group. It was, like you mentioned to one of the boys, it was a little bit younger group, and we thought we should be able to play on the offensive line, but our guys did. We played well, and we made some mistakes, as one of the boys said, but we corrected them, and I thought it was a great effort by all 5 guys. There was at one point we had 4 sophomores and Caleb. So yeah, we thought it was a good effort, and we hope for these guys to get better and better and just grow into their position. I thought they did very well. Nick had a great game. Nick, our starting fullback for the past 2 years has been number 22, John Farmwell, and John played a token amount at the beginning of the game. He hurt his foot against Garrettsville. We thought he might be out 3 or 4 weeks. Instead, he came back, and we wanted to let him at least get a start. But Nick filled in, and obviously Nick is having a great season. He's a good, hard runner. He's a tough kid, and he's hard to keep down.
Well, terrific. And last thing, too, Coach, I mean, going in, you guys were physical. You were physical on defense. You were physical on the offensive line. You ran hard. Is that what you're trying to see? I mean, is that the kind of style that you want these kids to be playing?
A football, any football game. I mean, you can be as well. It isn't whether you're a spread team or not, but you can play basketball and you have a lot of skill guys. But really, it's a trench game. Even if you're not a trench player, even if you're a back or whatever, and it is a butt-kicking contest. Every football game I was ever in was a butt-kicking contest, and clearly you want to win your battle this play against this guy, and we stress that every time. And if you don't win this one, that's okay, because there's always another play, and then you get up and you do it again. So yeah, we try to be physical, and I thought they were very physical tonight.